I will eventually produce these paintings with you watching. Well, this first idea is straight from the tube. You let the paint come out the tube, then you mix it on the palette. I used a wallpaper stripper, and I scraped grey and white and black together to make the stones. And then in the foreground I put an awful lot of green, and I just scratched it up and down. The watercolours, the secret is lots of water, but we can do plenty of those. The Elven Forest was fun. I squirted oil paint straight out of the tube onto the canvas, and I started with white, and then a little bit of yellow, and then a light green, then a darker green, and I smeared them up and down with a palette knife. Although I could have used any sort of knife, it wouldn't have made any difference. Then while it was still wet, I used the wrong side of a paintbrush, and that's important because it needs to be round, and I just drew the trees from bottom to top, not from top to bottom, bottom to top. Then I flipped the canvas over while it was still wet, and I mixed up a really inky oil, and I literally ladled it on and let it run down. And then, because I'm an artiste, I made a red one as well. And then when it was dry, I turned it back, and I did the old scratchy, blobby technique at the bottom to make it look like grass. In actual fact, pencil drawings are surprisingly easy if you're not too precious about things. A lot of it is really down to choosing the right paper. You need a paper that has a texture, because that will pick up what you're doing with your pencil. Different types of pencil. I go from a 2B, 4B, 6B, which are the really thick charcoaly type ones, and the other way with the H's. They're a lot finer and a lot scratchier, but I don't use those very often. And a rubber to rub out marks you don't like, and putting on a bit of paper or a bit of card to shade over. Then when you move the paper away, you've got a nice straight edge. You can use a sort of rubber solution to mask areas, colour it in with all your pencil, and then when it's all happy, rub it off, get all the pencil leady grey bits on your fingers, and don't waste them and use them. It really is amazing if you're not too worried about what you're trying to do. And I suppose the other thing is, how bothered are you trying to pretend you're a super artist? Because a lot of what I do is, let's be fair, cheating. All right, well, anyway, ta-ra, Chuck.